exclusively.
What is this?
77 WABC.
Medium crab bisque.
I didn't get any bread.
Just forget it. Let it go.
Excuse me, I think you forgot my bread.
Bread, $2 extra.
$2, but everyone in front of me got free bread.
You want bread?
Yes, please.
$3! What? No soup for you!
Has anyone ever told you look exactly like Al Pacino? You know, Son of a Woman? Hoo-ah! Hoo-ah!
Very good. Very good. You know something? No soup for you! Come back. 1 year.
Jerry, what is it? Something happened to the Soup Nazi. Well, what is the matter? Elaine's down there causing all kinds of commotion. Somehow she got a hold of his recipes, and she says she's going to drive him out of business. The Soup Nazi says that now that his recipes are out, he's not going to make any more soup. He's moving out of the country, moving to Argentina. No more soup, Jerry. No more for any of us.
Well, where are you going?
He's giving away what's left. I got to go home and get a big pot.
Oh, that is great stuff. Great stuff.
Classic.
Welcome back. Hour number 2 of the Bernie and Sid show right here on legendary 77 WABC. Classic Seinfeld with, of course, the Soup Man himself, who, imagine this, is live in studio right now. A studio filled with soup on the Bernie and Sid show.
With a living legend, Larry Thomas. Good morning. Welcome to the Bernie and Sid
Nice
show.
to see you. You have your soup in front of you to eat, so I can't say no soup for you.
Man,
you got
9,000
soup.
soups. You've got soup. Although I will say this, you got to know your audience, Larry.
Yep.
One of the hosts' name is Rosenberg. I don't see matzo ball or kreplach soup anywhere.
Yeah.
No soup for the Jews.
Wait a second.
Where's the Jew soup?
Wait, I'm Jewish too, so.
The character was named Zev.
Yev Kasem.
Yev Kasem was a Hebrew name.
That's what I'm
saying. And ironically called the Soup Nazi.
Right.
Which now apparently has been scrubbed. They don't use that phrase.
Yeah, we're the Soup Man.
Soup Man.
The original
baby.
Soup Man. This is the soup the episode was based on.
Did you ever think honestly about making a kreplach or a matzo ball or a?
I do make kreplach.
You do? See, that's where you get me right now, right there. Me and you, we're good.
Yep.
Is it delicious?
It is delicious. Made with brisket.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Explain to Bernard because he's going. He wouldn't know. The kreplach is kind of like a Jewish wonton, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you try to get the dough that thin,
right?
And then you put it in the chicken soup.
Is goyim a slur in Hebrew?
Yes.
No, just anyone who's not Jewish.
Okay.
A guy that's not Jewish.
Right, that's good. I thought Sid and I were about to throw some punches.
A woman who's not Jewish is a shiksa.
That's right. And a guy's a shagitz. You're a shagitz, just so you know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well.
I like to shake it. Shake it, baby. Hey, Larry Thomas.
Baby, shake it.
Listen, the Soup Nazi was the 116th episode, and it was just one episode, which is surprising, seeing how it's an infamous, one of the most famous episodes ever. And were you in the soup business before that?
No, I was not. I was just, an actor looking for work. And then because of the kind of thin line of reality people have with the TV they watch, so many years I have people coming up to me and going like, hey, I went to your store on 55th Street and you weren't there. And are you upset because Elaine got your recipes? And
right.
And it's like, that was a TV show, right?
That's right.
But we finally decided to go full circle and make it real. And now I'm actually the Soup Man, which is Al Yeganay, who really created all these soups and all these recipes, and he was the guy that the character was based on.
Oh, is that right?
So now we've taken these soups on the road, and they're in Tetra cartons and available in your supermarkets, Gristedes, Fairways, ShopRite, Acme Foods, Met Foods, Key Foods, and then all over
everywhere.
The country, down
all over
south, and Winn-Dixie, and Publix, and all over the country, and Kroger's and Safeways. We're everywhere.
Do you, like dealers, for example, they never do their own drugs. They just sell them.
Yeah.
Do you actually eat your own soup?
I do. I'm a bad dealer because I eat my own soup.
That's a talent.
I love it.
From what I hear.
Yeah.
Hey, so it's the soup. We're eating the soup right now. It's fantastic. The episode. It was great. The episode was 1995. It was the 7th season of Seinfeld. And I guess, how many years did they go ultimately? They went
9 seasons.
9 seasons. So you were
season 7.
Season 7 when they were in their heyday, I guess you would say. And how was it working with? They were legendary at that point.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, how did it
yeah.
even happen? How did they just come to you one day and go, listen, we're going to use your soup store? Like, how did it even happen?
Actually, what happened was I was looking for a job, and Jeffrey Tambor was in my acting class, and he did me a favor. He was on the Larry Sanders Show, and I asked him to set up a meeting with me and the casting director, which he did. And the casting director, Mark Hirschfeld, was the same guy that was casting Seinfeld. So after meeting, the role came up a little bit later, the Soup Nazi, and so I got a shot at it.
And also because you look a little Stalin-esque, from what I understand. You had that harsh...
I actually looked like Saddam Hussein.
Saddam, Stalin, and
a little bit.
Maybe a little Adolf.
And now, you know, I played Saddam on Arrested Development and played Osama bin Laden in a movie called Postal. So
how about that?
I'm the Jewish
funny.
boy that's played all the notorious Arabs.
Can Gaddafi be far away from
That's
that?
next.
That's next.
See,
That's coming up.
now, knowing people that are sick love soup, the biggest story in the country today, Larry, is the Democratic nominee, Hillary Clinton, right now suffering at home in Chappaqua, New York, from pneumonia and needing as many fluids as she can possibly get. How do you guys not show up at the front door?
I know,
of
we
Hillary
got to
Clinton?
bring her. We got to bring her the chicken noodle. We have chicken noodle in Tetra cartons.
Who wouldn't pick the soup man himself in Hillary Clinton's house feeding her chicken soup?
We got to get Bill to run to the supermarket and get some of our chicken noodle for
Bill
her.
will do it.
Come on, Bill.
Stop by over here. I would like to put some nice flavoring in the soup before you head up to Chappaqua.
That
Being a
is-
Trump supporter.
That is Bill's specialty.
We actually,
Oh, wait a second. That's not what I meant, but I'll go with that.
we surmised for some reason, we didn't even know you before 15 minutes ago, but for some reason, maybe Bernard didn't, I don't want to put words, I surmised he said you're a Trump supporter, that you're going to vote for Donald Trump.
No.
Really?
No, not at all. No, that's what he said. He said
Yeah.
because you're a
I
New
took
Yorker.
your name out of it,
But
yes.
then you told us you're from L.A. You're not voting for Trump.
Nope.
So you're a Hillary guy. That's okay.
I am.
All right,
Really?
that's fine.
Why is that?
So you would
Why is
say
that?
to Trump? What would you say to Trump then if he asked for your soup?
No soup for you.
Why do you vote? I'm a Hillary endorser. I've also endorsed Hillary, but why you? What do you like about
Well, first of all, I think she's highly qualified for the job. You know, she's been doing this for years. She knows how to pass a bill if she can do it. You know, I hate these candidates that are saying, "Oh, I'll do this, I'll do that." It's like, have you ever tried to pass a bill through a Congress that may be of the other party?
I hate to get too in the weeds with you with the soup man here, but she got 3 bills passed in her tenure as a senator, which was what, 8 years. She got 3 bills passed, and they were renaming highways out of 300 that she proposed. She got 3 of them passed, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I don't want to debate the soup man.
No, it's not. Listen,
it's not
let me
about
ask you this
soup.
question:
You're not gonna talk him out of it, or me for that matter.
Would you spit in Donald Trump's soup and then serve it to him?
I could do. I did a movie where I was
Wow.
I was an evil stagecoach supply wagon driver, and I spit in the supply water. So the movie's called Redemption for Robbing the Dead. It's a really good Western.
And they were
actually.
treating you poorly, and you actually spit in the supply
That was just
water.
evil.
Yeah.
There was a guy that.
Oh, this is part of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
not
I was
real life.
so I could do that.
Yeah.
I could.
No, what I mean,
rehash
it's
that.
not in real life.
yeah.
Once,
I'm asking in real life.
no, one time I did stick my penis in somebody's calamari
come on,
Fridays.
come
I
on.
swear to God,
Oh, boy.
I'm completely serious. I swear to God, it was horrible.
Are you 86th in that Fridays?
Oh, I fired a long time ago.
Squid and shrimp at the same time. That's pretty much what happened. So we're talking to the soup man, Larry Thomas. He was infamous in the notorious, I would say, as the Soup Nazi in 1995, the 7th season, the 6th episode. And he's selling delicious soup.
Yes,
Really good.
delicious.
Which
soup.
look at Flirty is
You guys-
here.
I
Tell-
ate the whole thing.
Which one is
Tell
this
everyone
one?
how good it is.
Which one is this one?
That's the shrimp gumbo.
Is
That's
that
the
shrimp?
chicken gumbo.
That's the chicken gumbo,
It is
which
outstanding.
is outstanding. And
Yes.
we have the shrimp
That's
bisque.
when
We're
I
also
finished.
that's our brand new soup, the shrimp
good.
bisque.
And
we
it co-
actually have like 7 varieties now in Tetra cartons. We have
When you say Tetra cartons, people don't know. It's a little box. It's
Yes.
like a juice box, like a little bigger than a juice box for kids. That's what a Tetra
Right.
carton is, and it's a full meal.
Yes, and these cartons have a shelf life of 2 years.
Wow.
And it's the newest and freshest way to to have ingredients, and especially in something like soup, so you can have lobster and crab and shrimp and all these great ingredients in these things, much more than you ever could in cans.
And I've had this, the gumbo. It's fresh, it's delicious, and now you got to think, like Campbell's, for example. They have all that stuff they have in their soup. Every once in a while, somebody comes out like botulism or something. So you got to think, are they going to start to use what you're using?
Yeah, this is the new wave, definitely. Everybody will be doing this soon, but we're ahead of the curve.
Can't you patent it or something, or make sure they can't do it, or can't you do something? keep it just for the soup, man.
Just for us.
Yes.
Can I tell you what's sad? Is
God, excuse me.
Nice, that's beautiful. At least
but that's a compliment to the soup.
Listen, we were sitting in here in the studio sucking down a bunch of soup, and our engineer, who is back there, he's just salivating. He's like he's a gourmet.
Right. We'll bring him some.
He's a great kid. He's a French fry short of 400 pounds.
But that's essentially my point. Now, listen, let me ask you this question. Larry Thomas, the Soup Nazi from the infamous episode in 1995, the Soup Nazi. Larry, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She was, back then, you watch the episodes and you look at her and you're like, But now, the woman has aged like a fine wine.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
She's great. She's beautiful. She's talented. And, working with her, she's very kind. She lets you know when you're funny. She compliments you. And she's just a doll to
nice
work
lady,
with.
right?
Really.
Have you guys seen Veep?
She's good.
That's what I'm
she's
saying.
Fantastic
Yeah.
on Veep.
Yeah, you sort of drool over her?
Yeah, a little
These
bit.
days. Not so much back then, though, right?
No, I've always thought she's gorgeous.
You were more into Costanza. It seemed like that. But it's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
What about Michael Richards? He went through the whole thing with the whole racist thing and all that. What about all that?
That was a tough thing for him. I didn't spend that much time, so I don't really know the guy personally. But that was someone once said, if there's no such thing as bad publicity, he found it.
Does Jerry Seinfeld help you out at all with this product?
No, Jerry's not involved with the Soup Man. Actually, Jason
Alexander
has helped us out.
Yeah. Cool.
He's a great guy. He's very charitable and just a very nice guy. I wrote a book, and he wrote the forward for me.
Wow.
He's quite a guy.
No.
Should you name the soup after some cast members? Some, Kramer,
What would you
the
call
Elaine or whatever,
Yeah, we'll have to dedicate some soups to the Elaine,
The Newman.
The Newman. There you go.
Well, the Newman would be our jambalaya,
Right.
There you go.
of course, from the episode, which is in Tetra cartons. It's one of our varieties.
The Julia Louis-Dreyfus would be very hot.
Very hot.
You have to
A hot
serve it
soup.
steamy, baby.
And then when you do, in fact, come out with the matzo ball, so you begin that after me.
Okay, we'll do that.
Well, listen, Larry Thomas, we're out of time right now. But the Soup Nazi is the Soup Man. Excuse me, the Soup Man. We've purged the word Nazi from the product. It's the Soup Man. He's got the soup here.
Fantastic.
He's selling it. It's on the shelves. Look for it. It's delicious. We're sucking it down here in the studio.
We're going to tweet a picture, too. You can see Larry sitting right in front of him. There's about 8 of his boxes. We're going to tweet that at Bernie and Sid. And I'm not just saying this because he's sitting here, because if his soup sucked, you know me, I would say, listen, I like you on Seinfeld, but your soup sucks. This soup is great.
Great. Jambalaya, crab, corn chowder, lentil, lobster bisque, chicken noodle, and he's going to bring some up to Chappaqua for Hillary Clinton.
How about that? Yes.
Yes. So
Yep,
and he's
some chicken noodle for Hillary.
So anyway, all the luck to you. Thank you for coming in.
Wait,
Thank
you gotta
you.
say the famous line one more time. If
One more
Donald
time.
Trump orders soup from you, you say,
No soup for you.
Back on Bernie and Sid.
Still funny.
WABC after this.
77 WABC. Traffic.